So forced aeration composting with pre-processing is a technological advancement in the field of animal mortality management. This new approach unlocks the full potential of mortality composting by eliminating the challenges with whole carcasses and addressing all the limitations with static pile.
Ease of use means they're going to use it. We're going to load the diet into the mixer, and the diet is 1,000 pounds of sawdust, our carbon. That's also our paper towel. Our mortality is our water, right? Mortality is 67 to 71% available water once we grind it. So that 20 to 35% moisture content on the carbon side, the paper towel, and the wet from the mortality gives us our water, and our diet is ready. You know, we get the nitrogen piece from the animal as well as the water. So our carbon to nitrogen is ready to rock as we're adding the birds in there. We're starting to compost in the machine. He's been composting for about 2 weeks in here. We're about 140 degrees inside the mixer. On a daily basis, he's gonna turn it on 1 minute as he dumps his buckets of little bitties in. At the end of the flock, and he's got a tractor bucket load and he's got 2,000 pounds to deal with, he's gonna do a mixer and a half load. He's gonna grind it for 20 minutes per grind, spit it out, move it over to the aerated section for composting. That's where the composting process starts. We're getting the diet and the water right over here. It looks like a wet mulch coming out once we've processed. Y'all can look at some of these pictures. This is actually sows coming out right here after 20 minutes of processing. There were 5 big girls in there, and you don't see a lot. There's not a lot of bone that you can see. There's no fleshy parts. It looks like wet mulch. So all we gotta do now is to compost. Everybody's like, Chandler, how come I don't take that out to the field? It looks great. But it hasn't killed the pathogen. And that's what we're really here for, right? Let's kill the pathogen. Let's get rid of the rest of the particle sizes that we can't really see, but they're still there. 11 to 17 days on our large animals, the sows, 11 days on chickens. It's really ready to go to the field. It's met all the requirements. It's reduced particle size, the bones are basically gone. The pathogen kill has happened, meaning the temperature and days requirement has happened, but we're still gonna move it over to curing in second stage. With pre-processing, there's no black liquid coming out, so nothing gets into the pipe. The pipe is always pressurized once it's loaded. Those little compressors up there are putting all the air that we need. We spread the air throughout, low pressure, high volume. That high volume allows for little bitty chimneys to take fresh oxygen into the pile. The microbes creating the heat, and thermodynamics tells us hot air rises, right? And so our facilities, they'll load 67 feet, they'll put 8 mixer loads, this size mixer, in one area. But all the composting's done as it's leaving that first stage area. But I'd like to show what our product is. And we put a cap layer of sawdust on the top for fly vectors. And then after composting, we've killed all the pathogens. It was about 150 degrees for over 10 days. I mean, there's nothing really gross there. And it smells like a roasted grain, which good composting should always smell like a roasted material. Whenever you think of sour and death, that's anaerobic because there's ammonia and methane, which stinks. It smells sour. With oxygen and with those high temperatures, it becomes a roasted smell because you're truly roasting at 160 degrees for multiple days. So you're slow roasting the heck out of whatever's in there. And it's a beautiful product coming out.